the way we can justify the podcast, because it's not really a source of revenue. It's kind of a way to air our grievances and talk about stuff we like. We do it after work. We do it at around 6 o'clock. It's dark. 6 p.m. That would be 9 p.m. on the East Coast. It's a mess. It's usually booze-addled, broken audio. We're scrambling to get it together. So 46, apologies, right? We're waiting for a fucking room to open up to record the podcast in, because normally we use the boardroom. There's someone in there. Our backup, someone is in there. So all of our stuff is in here. We're getting ready to talk about farts and boobs, which is synonymous with Games Radar at this point, right? If you push them together just the right way, you'll catch an air bubble. Booby fart. Nice digs, right? Look at this. You got a big old TV right here. You got a doohickey that can control everything. Oh, fuck. It beeped. No 2 times in a row has a podcast set up perfectly. Something always goes wrong. I've had like 6 different computers, so hopefully everything will go okay. And what is this, podcast 46 will go swarmingly? I don't want to be filmed. I don't know what to do. Everything got way worse. I call it a fun condom.
You go ahead.
It's what you stick in your Genesis between good games.
Lowest.
Yes.
Godfather
2. Not part 2. That would be a good movie. Godfather 2 is a mediocre game.
I played the game.
Did you?
I did a little bit.
Really? What'd you at the Google event?
Yeah. I ran around.
Please, Paul, keep going. He's going to go in the back of the box.
I killed some guys with a golf club and Games Radar.
Film Charlie.
Charlie is peeking his head in.
Where is he?
All right.
I swear he was there. I didn't imagine him.
There he is. Whoa! He's been captured.
Where's that pile of balls?
What's his sign says Gabriel Knight.
That is
also Chrono Trigger.
I really want to walk outside and just whoosh.
All right. So
you don't have the balls.
Unfunny games. You don't have the balls, man. The cojones. You might. What was I just complaining about? People doing bad racial impressions. You don't have the cojones. I'm doing an impression of The Shield, available on PS2. Duh.
Christ. I played this fucking thing all weekend just to get saves so that I could come in and capture video. And I think, like, halfway in, I started to get that Stockholm syndrome that you get, like, when you're playing a really shitty game that it's like...
Shit, is that what I got?
Maybe. But it's like, you know, you're playing, it's like, oh god, this is awful. I'm hating every second. It's, oh, something cool just happened. Oh god, it's back to being awful. Maybe something cool will happen again. I'm going to keep playing in the hopes that something cool... Oh, something cool just happened. Okay, maybe this game isn't so bad.
Right. Reviewing a bad game gets hard after a while. It's kind of like a kidnapper giving you a cracker.
It is.
It's not so
exactly bad. Like it. It's like, oh, well, maybe I'm being too harsh on this game, you know, saying it, you know, rips the steaming guts out of live babies. But...
Fun.
What is we? It's just children's bullshit in family games. It's squeaky clean nonsense.
I believe
And-
Man World.
Hey, see?
Hey, one game in a fucking 1,000.
And Manhunt 2.
Dude, I mean, I love GameCube, but it's just funny that was the biggest
strange.
thing, was kiddie console, and now it really is a kiddie. Like, before it was always unfair to say that, and now it is fair, and they're winning. They're winning by a long shot.
We have a third segment still to do, and I am drunk. Third segment. This is where we announce the winners of a contest, and generally announce a new contest, new forum readers. Incredibly interesting. I sound like an idiot. I counted in my pocket. I had 10 bottle caps in my pocket. I know they're not all mine. Some of them are his and yours, but I had a microwave burrito for lunch, and that's it. And I'm kind of hungry. headphones on.
Third segment.
Paul.
Paul Ryan, join us, won't you?
Paul Ryan, pretend you're involved.
There
he is.
The other one I remember is playing Tekken 2, and some kid beat one of my friends, and I was pretty fucking good with Armor King, so
No doubt.
I ran up to this kid. I'm like, hey, mind if I play you? Sure. And at this point, I'm older, and that kid is now the age I was in Street Fighter 2. I beat the fuck out of this little kid, right?
Rubbing his face in his young ambition.
I'm destroying him, and it's not just that I'm winning. All of my friends, who are all older than this kid, are all around, like 6 inches from his face. Yeah, you like that, you stupid asshole! Like,
Oh my
like
gosh.
yelling at this kid, like, and he left crying. and that's that, but that built character. That lets you lose with grace. Like, you know, I mean, not that, you know, I won with horrible winner in that situation, calling a kid every name that was invented in 1996.
And there was a time when they built a movie theater and an arcade and a miniature golf course next to our house. Lasted 6 months. Terrible. Fingered my first girl there.
Wow.
It was fucking great.
Me too, man.
It was on this beautiful.
Same girl as a busy hand.
Same girl, same time.
I fingered your first girl.
Same time. She was the Fozzie Bear of sexual encounters. And so, like, I was delivering Chinese food 5 years later and watching this thing I loved get bulldozed, and it was unbelievably depressed. Like, I was delivering to someone who wouldn't tip, so of course, just so you know, when you don't tip, we delivery drivers pull over, have a cigarette, and wait for your food to get cold. My eyes are agape, and I'm watching everything I love get destroyed, and I was extremely distraught. And then I saw this dog with the biggest balls I've ever seen, and
here we go.
And it's they're 1 foot from the ground. No. They're like 2 inches from the ground. It's a little pit bull, and he sits, and it's like he's sitting on maybe a small beanbag chair. And I'm like, oh, he's not sitting, he's taking a dump. And I watched this dog for 2 minutes take a dump on its own balls. As my greatest childhood memories were destroyed by bulldozers. And it almost bounced out.
I'd just like to remind everybody, the question is,
That
what was
was-
your greatest
yeah.
arcade
It was
memory?
an arcade.
It was an arcade.
It-
What
No,
are you talking about?
Stuff that's in the background.
And that right, Paul.
And since Paul couldn't join us, we have Cheese Paul. I don't know what this is.
Parma
But,
Paul.
There he is.
It's Parma Paul.
Parma Paul. Gonna join us eating pizza. He needs that to live.
Well, he won't mind a little bit. You like that, Paul? Yeah. That's pretty good, right?
Well, I guess this is.
so.
I guess this is
As far as
acceptable.
pizzas go, this is pretty okay.
I remember doing that in grade school, saying like, "I'm not your friend anymore." But and then like, okay, and I'm like, no, that means you don't like me anymore. Why?
I fucking
And try to turn it into an argument, like, why don't you like me?
fought a kid.
Good.
I picked up, like, we were walking by a construction site. Yes. I knocked him down and made him below me. Because he was small. And then we just fought. We fought, like, kicking and, like, without knowing how to fight. And that takes forever.
It does. It's really embarrassing.
It really does. Like, a lot of shirt pulling and kicking in no direction.
And like both of you missing,
yeah.
swinging. And
No, there was no swinging connects, but we were on the ground and our collars were torn. It's
just
bad.
the underwear elastics all shattered.
Warren, I miss you. We're sitting outside this window and watching this guy lose to Seth over and over as the basis of him is sitting right there.
Yeah. It's like we looked up into the window and see a guy playing Street Fighter 4 as we're standing there with the guy the character's based on. And it's just really bizarre. It's like we should knock on the guy's door.
Yeah,
and
like
then,
knock on his door, dong dong. What's up? It's me.
you want to go?
Bong.
I saw you fight.
At 7:30 in the morning, I've been at this for about I've been at this since like 5:45, almost at the 15-minute mark of what's normally a 2-hour plus podcast. So yeah, this is like, you listen to every single second. Probably the difference between every other vaguely amateurish podcast is that we go over everything, raise and lower voices, make sure everything's as good as we can possibly make it with no audio expertise whatsoever. That's it. And so all of Thursday and Friday is taken by Brett and I to edit it down into a digestible format for you. So it takes a while. Yummy. 20 minutes out of...
My options are next race, retry this race, view the replay of this race, and send the replay to a friend. I can't quit.
You know what this game makes me want to do? Have a dick touching contest. See how close as our dicks can come without actually touching.
Why do they have to be dicks? Can it be anything?
No, man, dicks are more sensitive.
I think it only works when they're touching already. It's not
Yeah,
a
but
it's not a proximity.
But it's not like a hand, it's kind of like
I
that.
don't have a spider sense on my dick.
Okay, quick quiz. Why is that conversation happening?
Because there's a camera on it.
What's the contest?
You see how close you can get without actually touching?
Oh.
Like Operation, only with dicks.
It doesn't do anything until it actually touches. So
Exactly.
it's like even
It's
if
like Jenga. Then the game's over.
it's not like that at all. You can just say it's like something and then it is.
Yeah, I just did. The last thing we do is make a page that most of you do not look at, but which I'm assuming this video will be on. So if you, yeah, God, that's meta. We work on the podcast page. Today, everybody kind of forgot to do the page.
I remembered it. I just have too much shit to do the first 3 days of next week, so I can't. I don't know. But I'm waiting on Excitebots assets that I bet don't come today.
Nice.
So that gets to then be Monday.
What do you think, grasshopper car?
I'm thinking frog car.
Nice, nice. This is the bickering that goes on. Yay.
Bicker.
Bicker. This is not going to make sense. I wore this shirt on.
I wore the
on
shirt
Wednesday.
Tuesday and Wednesday because I thought we were going to.
Can we
have
make a
photo
comparison
shoot.
with the 5 o'clock shadow? That this is definitely a different day. Right? It's different from Wednesday's 5 o'clock shadow. I think if you'll see. Oh, look, it's almost like I have a jawline.
Again, 1, 2, 3.
No, just any controller. I'm just putting it together because I don't think the Excitebots things are going to come, so I'll just do my stuff and then move to Tuesday's feature, and I'll just take care of it. Because it's not posted yet, and Eric is actually listening to it right now. That's it. Zoom out. Not quite clear.
Look, it's like Jenga.
It's not anything like Jenga.
It is too. If the dicks touch, everything falls down.
You remove pieces and it
No,
falls
it's your
apart.
heterosexuality. It all comes crumbling down like Jenga blocks into the lap of erectness.
That doesn't make any sense.
It does.
Why did I say that like Jean-Claude Van Damme?
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
I'm in time cop, which makes all the sense in the world.